Welcome back, everyone. Veteran homelessness has reached a record low, according to the latest report from the Department of Housing and Urban Development. But still, thousands of veterans in our country are experiencing homelessness. The Texas Veterans Commission is working to change that here in the state. And so joining us today is Gary Medina, the Texas Veterans Commission Homeless Veteran Program Manager and a Marine veteran, and Josh Shaver, the military veteran peer network with the Samaritan Center in Austin he works with, and an Army veteran himself as well. So thank you both so much for being here and for your service.
Thanks for having us.
No, thank you.
So Josh, I want to start with you. I think everyone's familiar with peer-to-peer networks and why they're valuable, to be talking to someone who's been through what you've been through. But explain how this really works.
Yes, ma'am. So with the Military Veteran Peer Network, we're all over the state. We're not just here in Travis County with the TVC, but we have networks all over the state. That's what makes us unique. And what we do is we try to train soldiers and family members before they separate service on the dangers, the scams, some of the behavior change that must be done. If you're buying a house or renting a new apartment, sometimes financial change needs to happen, different characteristics of your spending. So we try to train them before they get at risk to lose their home or become homeless.
Really getting ahead of it, of some of those factors. Gary, talk to me. It's our understanding that you guys, just like the peer network, have a wide network of programs you're connected to. In fact, we're told you all referred more than 1,200 veterans to local and state programs. So talk about what that looks like. It sounds like a team effort.
It is a team effort. It's the entire agency itself and the MVPN program itself as well. Without that, I mean, we couldn't get as far as we want to help these veterans and their families who are suffering from homelessness or at risk of becoming homeless.
Explain a bit more about some of those risks. Why are programs like this so important?
Well, every case of homelessness is unique. Sometimes there's substance abuse, sometimes there's natural disasters, sometimes there's family emergencies. So we take everyone at what the problem is. We don't try to judge or categorize everybody in a certain category and assume certain things. But the resources with the local community, especially here in Travis County, all the nonprofit organizations, for-profits, veterans serving, the VFWs, not even in this county, but all over the state, can band together, and they always do. We send out emails, we send out phone calls, and if we get a referral from someone, we help them do a assessment. We can provide vouchers for them to get at low risk or low cost or no cost housing. But it's really a team effort throughout the entire community. It's not just TVC or the Samaritan Center. It's the entire state working together.
We know Travis County has a lot of programs for people at risk of falling into homelessness, but talk about what might separate a veteran. What special things might they need if you flag that they might be at risk of experiencing that? So
with each veteran that we talk to, we ask about their service, about their mental health needs. Are there specific mental health needs? Are there family needs? Do they have pets? All that categorization and that determination goes into we fit them in the right place. There are special VA programs, such as the voucher program, that those veterans can get specific need that are not available to other non-veteran families or veterans. So that's just one example of something that we can provide.
That's right. Every conversation is wrapped around on them. So understanding their background, where they are at in their situation, where do they want to go, or how to improve their lives. In my program itself, I just try to kind of create a pathway or carve something for them. Leverage our networks, leverage our partnerships, getting them connected, explaining the process because it can be a little bit difficult.
I want to give folks some resources about that process, but first tell me, what do you hear from veterans? What have you heard in the past from those who have been able to find success through some of these programs?
Well, I've gotten lucky to get a veteran from, like an example from Houston. He calls me, he was going through a crisis, and he's a disabled veteran, and I managed to get him housed out in Temple, right, through the VA domiciliary, right, and this is within a week. But those are your special cases, right? You can get it, and if the opportunity arises, then you tackle it immediately.
Another example would be this morning we got a call from a veteran in Killeen, Texas, and they needed resources. She's in a hotel with her family, and family circumstances happened. We were able to call VFWs and a local organization in Killeen to get her money and financial assistance. There are grants and organizations that provide that. So again, another example of helping these veterans are those financial assistance grants to help them either self-sustain or get out of that situation where they can provide housing for themselves.
Incredible to hear, even just today.
Just this morning.
So for folks at home who may be interested, or they know someone who they'd like to get them plugged into these resources, where should they go, and what does navigating that process look like?
They can call the Samaritan Center at 512-466-4454. That's our 24-hour hotline. We'll always answer it. We have a veteran on that call, and anytime that someone calls. A lot of time homeless veterans are not in the position to be online or to call. So if, like you say, if the community knows, just contact us and we'll provide those resources.
And same thing for us in TVC. You just Google tvc.texas.gov and you can find our program, the Veterans Mental Health Department. You can find my profile there, and my information is available for anybody. So you can call me directly and email me directly, and I will answer within 24 hours.
Fantastic work you all are doing, and so nice to know that the voices and faces that folks will hear on the other end of the line are people who know what they're experiencing and can be a helping hand there. So.
Yeah, and not only just homelessness, sometimes there's other issues that we need to address. The TVC and the Samaritan Center can also help address those other issues that are involved with homelessness.
Get folks plugged into the right place.
That's
correct.
Yes,
Thank you both for the work you do and for joining us today. We'll get all of that information on our website, KXAN.com. But Gary and Josh, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
We